For decades, Japanese manga has been the undisputed king of anime adaptations. From Dragon Ball and One Piece to modern hits like Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man, almost every major anime series started as a manga or light novel. But lately, something has shifted. A new contender has entered the scene, shaking up the industry and introducing anime fans to a different kind of storytelling. Manhwa, the Korean counterpart to manga, has exploded in popularity, and now it's making its way into anime. It's not just a trend, it's a paradigm shift. Shows like Tower of God, The God of High School, and Solo Leveling are proving that anime adaptations don't have to come from Japan alone. But what's behind this sudden rise? What makes manhwa so unique? And how is it reshaping the future of anime? Today, we're diving into how manhwa is changing the industry forever. Manhwa isn't just Korean manga. It's an entirely different storytelling medium designed for a modern digital audience. Instead of physical volumes or magazine serialization, most manhwa are published on web-based platforms like Webtoon and Kakao-page, making them widely accessible. This digital-first approach allows for full-color artwork, making manhwa visually striking compared to the black and white style of traditional manga. Instead of flipping pages, readers scroll through the story seamlessly, making it easier and faster to read. This format, built for smartphones, has attracted millions of global readers, many of whom may never have picked up a physical manga before. The storytelling style also differs significantly. While manga can sometimes take its time setting up a story, manhwa often dives straight into the action. The pacing is faster, and many series feel more like watching a movie unfold rather than reading a traditional comic. This has made them perfect for anime adaptations, where a quicker, more cinematic storytelling approach is often preferred. Manhwa to anime adaptations have been around for a while, but they didn't always make the biggest impact. Early attempts like Noblesse and The God of High School struggled with pacing issues and incomplete story arcs, leaving fans feeling like they only got a small taste of the full experience. Then came Tower of God, a dark fantasy epic that introduced a broader audience to manhwa storytelling. Though it didn't cover the entire story, its world building, mystery, and unique characters captured attention and proved that manhwa could be successfully adapted into anime. But it wasn't until Solo Leveling that the industry truly paid attention. When Solo Leveling was announced as an anime adaptation, it felt like a turning point. Unlike previous adaptations, this wasn't just another experimental project, it was a global event. For years, Solo Leveling was one of the most popular webcomics in the world, with millions of readers eagerly following Sung Jin-woo's rise from the weakest hunter to an unstoppable force. The hype around the anime was unlike anything seen for a manhwa adaptation before, signaling that manhwa was no longer just a side experiment for anime studios. It was a goldmine of untapped potential. And it's just the beginning. The success of Solo Leveling highlights something crucial. Manhwa is made for animation. The full-color art, dynamic fight sequences, and cinematic storytelling of manhwa make them feel like they were meant to be animated from the start. There's no need to imagine how a black and white manga panel would look in motion. Manhwa already provides a vivid, detailed blueprint for animators to work with. And because manhwa is web-based, it already has a global audience before the anime even airs. Japanese manga is, of course, incredibly popular worldwide, but many series still rely on physical sales in Japan as a major success metric. Manhwa, on the other hand, is digital first and international, meaning its reach is far wider from the beginning. This shift is making anime studios rethink their strategies. Instead of only looking at weekly manga rankings to decide which series to adapt, they're now paying attention to Webtoon charts and global reader engagement. This is why we're seeing a growing number of manhwa adaptations, and why we'll likely see even more in the future. With solo leveling leading the charge, more major manhwa titles are being considered for anime adaptations. Among the most anticipated are Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint and The Beginning After the End, each offering something unique to the anime world. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint is a meta, mind-bending story where the main character realizes that the world he's living in has become the setting of a novel he used to read. This twist on the protagonist knows the future trope makes for an intense, strategic narrative that anime fans would eat up. The Beginning After the End brings Western fantasy elements into manhwa, following the reincarnation of a powerful king into a new world filled with magic and mystery. Think Mushoku Tensei, but with its own unique twists. With these stories and many more waiting in the wings, it's clear that manhwa isn't just a passing trend. It's the next big movement in anime. For decades, anime has been almost exclusively tied to Japanese manga and light novels. But with the rise of digital content, the industry is evolving. Manhwa is proving that great stories don't have to come from just one place. The combination of modern storytelling, cinematic visuals, and a built-in global audience makes manhwa perfect for anime adaptations. And with major studios now recognizing its potential, we're standing at the edge of a new era of anime. Manhwa isn't here to replace manga, but it's here to expand what anime can be. More diverse stories, more visually stunning adaptations, and a new wave of anime that goes beyond Japan's borders. The question isn't whether manhwa will continue to shape the anime landscape, it's how far it will go. And from what we've seen so far, this is only the beginning.
Until we meet again!